Hi everyone, this is Hope from HopeYoder.com with Craft and Cut Fundamental Video 13, where we're going to cover repetitive set tools, random, repetitive, corner, circle, and then we'll add the contour. So let's select a shape. Let's go into the Hope Yoder library. So I will add one of these shapes. Let me just pick something that looks like it will be fun. And I'm just going to add this flower circle. Let me unfill it to show you that we have two different circles. I am going to actually, I'll fill this back in with color, and let me resize it so it's really small. So let's just say this is about a 1/2 inch in size. To do our random sets, this is just going to sling the design, different sizes, and we have different things that we can tell it if I don't want the flower to be any more than 80% small or large, rotate, color, sort. All of these items I'm going to select apply and OK, and you can see that it's scattered all of these about. Let's undo this and let's go back to the next tool, repetitive sets. This is a really cool function, especially with scrapbooking. We could create a lattice type front for a card. So if I want to go, let's just go 4 across and 4 down, but notice in this area they're not overlapping. So I want them to overlap, and we'll just say by 3, and then I'll say 3 as well. Oops, this should be a -3 and a -3 because I want them to actually overlap. Now look how cool that looks already. So I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And when I get into this area, this creates a really cool repetitive set. Now if I unfill this, we're going to look in here and we're going to have a lot of different cut lines. So if you wanted to, you could come in to your different functions and we could just play with this. I could remove overlap or I could weld, but let's just remove the overlap and see what happens. You can play again with all the different tools. So if I weld these together, I've got this. Actually, that's kind of cool, but that's not what I wanted. So that just gives you a good overview of how the repetitive sets look. So let's undo this. And so we get back to our one circle. Now the corner sets is something really cool, and that's probably not going to show very well with this design. So let me come into the Hope Yoder library and let's just take this letter A. Now let's go into the corner sets. That's kind of cool actually. And we can bring those together or apart. We can angle them different. So actually that's cool. You never know what you're going to get. This reminds me of a kaleidoscope. Remember when you were a kid and you would rotate, and every time you rotated that cute little kaleidoscope you got different colors and different shapes? So if you like it, save it and select OK. So there's our corner sets. Now let me undo this and let's go back into the next tool, which is the circle sets. So that gives you, this looks like a Celtic design. So say apply and just again play with it until you get what you want, and when you get what you want, enjoy it. Now there's a lot of overlapping, so I would probably select weld, and that didn't work too good. So we'll fill this back in with color and let's play with trim. All right, so you would be able to do whatever you want with that. Let me undo that and let's get something that actually is a little more usable, since that would have a lot of bites cut out of it. So let's come into 3. I don't really want them to touch. So let's do 3 and then watch what happens when I angle it different. So you're going to get them overlapping on the scale. And then with the angle, you can twist them Again, kaleidoscope effect. If we go back in here, and you can just kind of keep doing that to create a hot mess or something beautiful. So those are the repeat tool sets. Now there is one more. Let me get a new screen, and let's come into the custom shapes to get a nice little shape. And instead of an animal, let's see what we have here. Let's get a teacup. So my teacup design is going to be about 2 inches. And if I can select this, and up here is our create outline, and then you also have a contour. So create outline is going to give me just that, an outline shape. So I could color that a different color. Let's hide this one. And then when we do the contour, this is going to give me something similar, but it just depends on how you want and what you want to do with this. So it's just a lot of fun to really play with these different features. So if I do bevel, I've got that feature here. A lot of different options that you may find to create an outline. So these are the repeat set tools in Fundamental Video 13.